Hello, Zebstrike Army. My name is JaCubAsAlways, and I'm your coach of the Green Bay Pikachus, and this is week number 2 of the ICBA, the International Competitive Battle Association. We're facing the Calgary Flame Wheels and their coach Deebz, aka Dan. His links to his Twitter and YouTube will be in the description down below. From what I've talked to him so far, he seems like a pretty cool dude, and he seems to know his mons very well as well. I should say very well too, not very well as well. That doesn't make any sense. English language, whatever. Anyway, how these team builders normally go, as you saw last week and in past weeks, I will go over our 11 Pokemon, their 11 Pokemon, and then the 6 we brought and why we brought them. And like I said, they cannot see this battle or this video. The battle's already happened by the time this video gets out. Last week's was out the same day. It was just collabed right together with the video itself, with the battle itself, just because, well, an issue occurred because, you know, basically, the battle disconnected and all that jazz. But that was the past. Hopefully the battle will not disconnect this week in the ICBA, so we don't have to replay it. And so I can do live narration, because I enjoy doing live narration more than post. Anyway, let's go over our 11 Pokemon. We have Thunderous Eye, Weavile, Florges, Darmanitan, Decidueye, Komao, Tentacruel, Aggron, Licky, Stunfisk, and Deoxys Defense. The 3 Z Pokemon we have is our Weavile, Thundereye, and Decidueye. His team is as follows: Latias, Superior, Slowbro, Gliscor, Arcanine, Heracross, Drapion, Smeargle, Cryogonal, Raichu, and Magearna. So he's got some spooky threats, and we actually have to face him twice this season, so we do have to be very careful about what we bring. We can't bring our absolute best team versus him, because if we do that, he'll kind of know what to expect. Oh, by the way, his 3 Z Pokemon are Superior, Magearna, and Arcanine, so we do have to watch out for those very spooky Pokemon for sure. But without further ado, let's get with the 6 we brought today. First up, we have A-Rod, the Weavile, because we shred apart teams, and I just realized I didn't nickname anything Seabass, so our Sebastian Blue Victini, so we kind of renamed some of our Pokemon. But A-Rod has to stay because it makes sense. But A-Rod, the Weavile, makes a whole lot more sense than A-Rod the Darmanitan, and I didn't honestly, because last week we brought Weavile named Darky, and it makes more sense for A-Rod because he shred through his opposing team's defenses, just like Weavile can shred through opposing Pokemon defenses and everything like that. But we are going Jolly Nature, crap, what was this for again? With enough speed, outspeed is Superior, because his Superior is actually his fastest Pokemon on his entire team. I believe, if I am doing things correctly, yeah, Weavile's his fastest Pokemon, and we can just annihilate it any moment with Icicle Crash unless it's Scarfed, which we will scout for with other Pokemon before just bringing it in and letting it die. Essentially, we have ways to pivot between certain Pokemon that we can do well with, I hope. But we'll get on Superior. The biggest threats from his team to our team are Magearna, like a Trick from Magearna, could just tear apart our team if we don't bring certain Pokemon. Superior is definitely a huge threat. Besides, Weavile can offensively check it. Not defensively, because we're not going to appreciate at least one. We can take one if need be, but we're not just going to leave Weavile in to die, but we'll get into that. And then, like, honestly, those, and then Heracross. Those 3 are, like, I guess the biggest threats to my team, I'd say. But without those 3, I'm not really too afraid. And I guess Drapion, to a degree, is kind of annoying. Wait, he doesn't have Drapion? Oh, yeah, he does. Okay, he does have Drapion. I was like, I swore I didn't see it on the team sheet, and I was like, thought he had Drapion, but he does for sure. So, Drapion's kind of an issue, too. Now, the 3 things on his team that can really defensively check Weavile are his Magearna, Arcanine, and his Drapion. Those are the 3 biggest sins to check Weavile, mostly the Arcanine and Magearna. And what hits both of them? Ground. So we definitely need to bring ground moves on our Pokemon this week, as well as the way Weavile can beat those 2 is setting up a Swords Dance on the switch and hitting them with a natural Grift ground. We have the Apricot Berry, because it is the highest base power, hidden power ground you can get is at base 100. So it's very important. After Stealth Rocks, it would be +1 technically, but after we set up a Swords Dance, get Intimidate, +1. Weavile with HP ground, natural gift ground, does knock out Arcanine after Stealth Rocks, so that's really cool. If we get rocks up, that's great. His hazard removals are Latias, Cryogonal, and Smeargle. Gliscor too, I guess, but Gliscor's not with a team that has a lot of other hazard removal. He's not going to bring Gliscor ever. More than likely, he'd bring Latias or Krogonal for hazard removal. But anyway, I'm not really seeing Gliscor coming very much just because, you know, it's Weavile destroys it. Yes, he's got checks to Weavile, but we have ways to beat his counters and or checks to Weavile. I guess he could bring Gliscor, but our team, I think, just matches up too well against Gliscor for the most part. But that's just me. He still could bring it. I am fully expecting the 6 Pokemon I'm expecting are Magearna, Arcanine, Slowbro because it needs it to check the Darmanitan of ours. Superior because it's just a big threat. Heracross, I could see like a Scarfed Heracross could really put in work late game if our Florges is eliminated. Florges is definitely our best way to deal with it. And then the last Pokemon, I guess, is a toss-up between, I guess, Raichu to a degree. Not even Raichu necessarily. Either Krogonal or Latias, because we could Spike Stack him, and if he doesn't bring a way to remove hazards, his team could really be weakened. Like, if we Spike Stack him and he doesn't bring anything to remove hazards, like Krogonal or Magearna, or sorry, Krogonal or Latias, he could be really in problematic position because his checks or counters to Weavile, Magearna, and Arcanine are going to get weakened that much easier, and he's going to have to bring hazard removal, I think. So one of those two is going to be his last Pokemon, I feel. But anyways, we have a Weavile with enough speed, outspeed superior, rest in HP, and then max attack just because we're going to hit as hard as we possibly can. Knock off Ice Crutch, just do a lot of damage to everything that's not named Magearna and Arcanine. We're not going to click Knockoff right away because I'm fully anticipating a Rocky Helmet Arcanine, to be honest. So before we can get rocks up, what I'm honestly planning on doing is I'm going to predict the Arcanine to come in, and we're going to double out and do a different Pokemon. A Pokemon like Komao or Stunfisk or something like that, but we'll get into them when we get into them. Honestly, but one of the biggest things I'm kind of worried about, not necessarily with Weavile, but as a team as a whole, is Superior. And we need ways to check Superior. We don't have a go-on counter. We don't have anything with Sap Sipper. We don't have the greatest Steel type that can wall it in the entire world, because our Steel type is indeed Aggron, and Aggron does not resist that, and Darmanitan's not nearly bulky enough. A Leaf Storm into an HP ground is still going to be doing a lot of damage, especially if rocks are up, or if he does decide to Spike Stack us or something like that too. That could be very problematic, so we do need to play around that 150%. But yeah, that's our Weavile set, so pretty generic. Well, not really generic, but something you could expect in a matchup like this. But next up, we have a Choice Scarf Decidueye. Choice Scarf Decidueye is there to basically check offensively and a little bit defensively a Superior. Because, say we have a Stunfisk out that we are bringing, which you'll see later, versus Superior. He gets a safe switch in. He's going to click Leaf Storm or Sub. He's got no reason not to. So we then double into Decidueye right here. And we're in either he's behind a Sub or he's either behind a Sub or he goes for Leaf Storm. Regardless, depending on the range of HP he's at, an Adamant Brave Bird from Decidueye has a decent chance to kill it. If he's behind a Sub, obviously he's not going to die. I just gotta hope he's not Sub Glare, which I actually don't think he would be Glare because of Thunderous Eye. Thundy Eye really is just like, well, if he's Sub Leaf Storm, Glare, and then like Hidden Power of its choice, you know, could be HP Rock, probably HP Rock or something, or HP Ice. HP Ice would probably make the most sense for our team. But then again, if he is that set, Darmanitan can kind of just take hits, and that's not the best. Well, our Darmanitan can. Normal Darmanitan really couldn't, but our Darmanitan's a little bit bulkier, which you're going to see for specific some Pokemon, which obviously you'll see. But anyway, the Decidueye is there to offensively check with the Choice Scarf. Pretty much any variant of Superior. We can stay in and U-turn. This is probably going to be our lead because, honestly, if he leads Smeargle, I don't foresee Smeargle coming. But if he does, for whatever reason, bring it, like if he wants to go Sticky Web Hyper Offense, that could be definitely problematic. We can lead with this, go for U-turn, and switch out into something faster than it, like Komao or Weavile or something of that nature. Just so we can get like a lot of momentum. And then we have emergency defog on this in case he brings Smeargle with like Sticky Web or something, or if he decides to spike stack us, or if rocks are just being too problematic, we can click defog and we're going to be able to get that off because we are Choice Scarf. It'll be a lot easier. Yes, we'll be locked into defog, but if the situation calls for it, it's good to have. Yes, we could have Grass Stab, but our Ghost Stab hits Slowbro just as hard as our Grass Stab would with Leaf Blade. So Spirit Shackle also traps it in there too, so that's pretty cool. So I do like Choice Scarf Decidueye this matchup. U-turn for momentum, just good in general. But that's our Decidueye. Its name's Deebz, so it should be able to put in the work that we want it to put into. I can't envision this not being very good this matchup because Decidueye does have a pretty good matchup versus his team, not even gonna lie. Plus, having Choice Scarf Decidueye helps us outspeeds Cragnole, who could kind of be a problematic Pokemon to our team. Not even gonna lie. Yes, Weavile outspeeds it, but you know, I don't really. Yeah, Weavile we need for other Pokemon on his team too. He could bring Cragnole, but regardless, we should be okay in theory. But anyway, that is our Decidueye. Next up, we have a defensive Darmanitan named Seabass. The reason why we have a defensive Darmanitan is because we need, or special defensive I should say, we need a check to basically a counter. It's going to work as a counter this matchup to Magearna. This should be able to be any form of Magearna. Shift Gear, doesn't matter, we'll Fire Punch it. Calm Mind will beat it because we outspeed a max speed Magearna. Trick Room, it's going to have to get up like to +3, be able to do a lot of damage. I think it's got, like, if it had, I think it was HP Ground, I think it would have to get up to +3 or 4 to be able to knock out Darmanitan. We can just always switch this in to any form of Magearna. Yes, it's not the greatest Magearna check in the entire world, but it's something and should be able to do well for our team. Rest, Sleep Talk just for longevity. Sleep Talk just so we don't get locked into a move, and so we can do something while we're sleeping. U-turn for initiative, and Fire Punch just for good stab. Yes, Arcanine completely counters this thing, but we have other ways to deal with Arcanine. We don't have the best ways on our team. I'm not even going to lie, to deal with Arcanine. Arcanine is a huge, huge threat to our team, so we need to play around it. And one of the ways we're going to play around it is a Draco Play Kommo-o. Basically, this is a good win condition late game. It's got Clanging Scales, Flamethrower, Taunt, and Autotomize. I was going to run a Choice Specs Kommo-o, but I decided against it because I didn't want to lock myself into any one move. Because it would be... Having a Draco Play, it's going to be a lot better for the team because if we're choiced, yes, we'll do a little bit more damage with Flamethrower to a Magearna, but we have to really predict a Magearna to come in, whereas this way we can kind of freely click Clanging Scales. It's the best move. We don't want to run Draco. Spamming Clanging Scales versus his team, he doesn't have the best Dragon Switch-in. His Dragon Switch-in, usually Dragon Switch-ins are Steel and Fairy types. Well, his Steel and Fairy type is into one Pokemon, being Magearna, and that's weak to Fire, so his Dragon Switch-ins are very limited in this matchup. Clanging Scales to just a max HP Cryogonal does 43 to 51. Yes, it could be full-on Spadef, but I don't anticipate that. I really just anticipate enough speed for my base 100, Tentacruel, max HP, and just a little bit of special attack. So it will do 43 to 51. That is a lot of damage to Cryogonal. And then we have other ways to... We have a good way to check Cryogonal, and that's Darmanitan here. Like, Darmanitan can pretty much counter it because it can't set up with Calm Mind. Hidden Power Ground is going to be doing absolutely nothing because, like I said, Magearna's got to set up to like +3 or 4 to Oak-Claw us. Hidden Power Ground from a non-invested Cryogonal, even a Slice Board max special attack, is not going to be doing that impressive. It's not going to be doing that much damage to Darmanitan, so definitely good. This is a good late win con because of, also, this is important too. The speed in it has two things actually it does. So I anticipate his Smeargle to kind of, I guess maybe it could run max speed, but if he brings it, but we can actually lead with this as well if we wanted to, because we could taunt Smeargle. Yeah, he could have Mental Herb, but we can taunt it and be in a really good position. Autotomize can just win late game if his Magearna is either out of the way or just weakened. If it's weakened to the point where it's like at 33% or something, like Flamethrower will be able to knock it out from that range since we're minus max special attack. We can click Autotomize on switching and pretty much just win depending on when his team is weakened, because this thing is a good late game cleaner and we need to be careful with it and be intelligent how we use it. Yeah, I would love to sweep with it, but if this thing just gets a couple kills and weakens some Pokemon, I'm okay with that too. We're not going to necessarily use it as a cleaner, but I just didn't need any more coverage than Dragon Fire this matchup, because it hits his entire team super effectively or neutrally, and I thought that was important to note. But yeah, that is our Kommo-o, and that's cool. Next up, we have our Stunfisk Brad with leftovers with Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Discharge, and Infestation. Infestation is just there to just to trap things so we can get good clean switching to other things so he can't switch out, and to get some chip damage on his Pokemon like his Magearna, especially if it's like an Assault Vest set like I kind of anticipate. Infestation will be nice to get that chip needed damage that we need on it. Earthquake is there in case he does run something like Sub Calm Mind, because believe it or not, if he starts setting up Calm Minds, and our Earth Power is not going to be breaking subs eventually, and that's really bad. So I think it's important for us to run Earthquake, so we always break a sub on a Magearna, no matter what. If he's max defense, max HP, we'll still break subs. And that's all I care about. I don't really care about killing it. I only care about breaking subs. And also, this is our generic rocker. Also, we're bringing Stunfisk to prevent him from freely Volt switching on us. Because say it's like Darmanitan versus Magearna, he might just be like, well, this thing's probably defensive Darmanitan, so yeah, more than likely. Well, he could predict, say it's like Weavile versus Darmanitan. Or, sorry, Weavile versus Magearna is what I'm trying to say. He could predict Darmanitan switching and click Volt switch and get a whole lot of initiative, and then be horrible for our team. So what I'd rather do is just go into Stunfisk, especially defensive Stunfisk. We can eat up pretty much any hit as long as it's unboosted, and bada boom, we prevent him from getting initiative, and that's actually really important in this matchup, because I envision him wanting to predict Darmanitan going for Volt Switch, and having Stunfisk in the back makes it so he really can't do that. Yes, he can double out, but he's not necessarily going to get the momentum he wants to get. But anyway, Stealth Rock is just important to have here. Discharge just for Electric Stab and, you know, to get a possible para chance, because it's just like Scald. The reason you want Discharge over something like Thunderbolt is the same reason you run Scald over Surf, for the para chance. Same with Lava Plume over Flamethrower, etc., etc. I could keep going on here, guys. But yeah, that is our Stunfisk. I think it'll be pretty good to bring this set this week. And then another late game win con we have. Just a good defensive pivot too. We have a defensive Florges because we needed, like, the 5 Pokemon we brought earlier completely get wrecked by Choice Scarf. Well, not completely, not everybody, but an offensive Heracross is a big problem to this team. So we needed Florges because it resists both stabs. And yeah, yes, he could be like Guts Facade. That'd be horrible, but at least we can offensively check it still with Decidueye and Weavile. But I'm willing to risk that. And honestly, no. What I'm actually going to run instead of the Kebia Berry is I'm going to run the one berry that reduces normal stab. What is that one? I cannot think of that one. But if I can think of that berry, it'll be there. The one that resists normal, whatever that is. Because I could see Facade coming. But then again, I'll just keep Kebia. If he brings Heracross, that's very, very bad. But I don't anticipate Heracross coming. Well, I could see it coming, but that's like that's like the 6th mon of his team he would come. I don't think it'd be like the first 4 or 5 members of his team he'd bring. I think it'd be like one of the last Pokemon he would pick to be on his team. But anyway, Flora just has enough defense to not get 2-hit KO'd by a banded close combat, adamant close combat, I think that's what the spread was for, and then the rest just thrown into the special attack because we want to be able to hit a little bit harder. We got Calm Mind to set up, because believe it or not, this could set up on defensive Arcanine, because I actually really anticipate defensive Arcanine because of, you know, Weavile right there. Weavile is a huge threat to his team, so clearly he's going to bring defensive Arcanine. Aromatherapy in case something gets burned. It's also there to wake up Darmanitan in case it's sleeping, so we can automatically be awake. It's there in case this thing gets poisoned or anything else does. Synthesis for longevity. Calm Mind to set up, and Moonblast to just hit things really hard because he doesn't have the best fairy switch-ins either. That's Magearna and Arcanine essentially, because Drapion's neutral to it because it's part dark. Heracross gets killed. Gliscor is not going to be appreciating once we start setting up. Yeah, he gets set up right in between us, but then unless he's a dual dance set with Rock Paw Sword Sand, so like Weavile just comes in and beats it. So If he's not that set, we're okay. But we'll have to play around that. We'll have to see what 6 he brings. We'll have to play intelligently, and hopefully we will win that game. Because we don't want to start 0-2. 0-2 would be a big no-no. And after the battle I had in the APA, I really want to win this game. I really do. But anyway, my name is JaCubAsAlways. This has been the week number 2 team builder for the ICBA. Haven't decided if I'm just going to put these before the battle or not. Probably on its own separate episode, just because it would be a really long battle. Because if the battle goes an hour, yeah, this would be like an hour and 20-minute video. That'd be too long. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day, and I love you all so very much. Adios, Zebstrike Army. Bye-bye. Hello, Zebstrike Army. My name is JaCubAsAlways, and I'm your coach of the Green Bay Pikachus, and this is week number 2 of the ICBA. We're facing on the Calgary Flame Wheels, coached by Deebz, aka Dan. He seems like a pretty cool dude so far. We went over the team builder earlier in this video. I think we're just going to do team builders on the same video as for the ICBA instead of the day before. We might start doing that for ABA too, but since we're doing these live, they might get really crazy long, so I don't know if we're going to... We might upload them in 2 separate videos. I don't know. But he's got let's go over his team. He's got Drapion, Arcanine, Magearna, Slowbro, Superior, and Raichu. So nothing I'm too... Where's my stylus? I just lost my stylus, didn't I? What the heck? That's on the ground right here. Sorry. Unprofessional, I know. But, yeah, his biggest threats to our team, Superior and Magearna, are super scary. He didn't bring hazard removal, so I think it's very important to just get a rocks right up. His rock, he doesn't even have a rocker, so Weavile's gonna have so much fun. I think he's actually gonna bring his switch-ins to Draco Plate Modest Como are slim. Like it's Magearna. Let's put it simple there. Yeah, I think our best way to go here is lead Stunfisk, just because we can scout what his Drapion is and get rocks up. Rocks are going to be huge this game. I'm not even going to lie. Rocks are going to be really big. I can envision Scarf Decidueye is going to be really nice for his team, because it outspeeds everything. I'm pretty sure Superior will be speed creeping our Thundurus, so that's what our Decidueye outspeeds. I already said good luck. He said have fun too. I said have fun, not good luck, I don't think. I never really say good luck. I guess have fun's more important to me. He leads the Decidueye. We don't have our... I could get really good damage on this thing. I'm just going to set a Brock. Oh, taunt! Duh, I'm an idiot. He's just going to taunt us. I am so stupid. I should have clicked Rocks. Huh. I should have clicked Earthquake, I mean. Yeah, that was an idiotic play. I got really excited. I'm just like, no, derp. That was not the best play on my half. I meant to click Earthquake. Right when I clicked, I'm like, that was a dumb play, Jacob. I'm going to click Earthquake. I should have clicked Earthquake and gotten like 25% off this. He's going to switch into what? Superior? Yeah, he switches into Superior. Well, that's fine with me because he's not going to glare up. He could... He doesn't have leftovers. Does he have a berry? Or is he... I don't think he'd be Scarfed. Pretty sure he'd have Dragon Pulse for the Como-O. Unless he's Scarfed, then I don't think he would. But I'm going to go into Decidueye, because that's what we want to do. I didn't even mean to click Stealth Rock. I just got really excited. And then right when I clicked, I was like, he's going to taunt. Duh, Jacob. Decidueye is probably just a good middle ground play here. If he does go for Glare, we do have Aromatherapy in the back. He goes Knockoff. That's a really good play. That almost kills us. Wow, I totally forgot that thing got Knockoff. Now we can't outspeed it. Oh my goodness. This is a really bad start. It's a really bad start. That's all I'm saying. Well, now we lost our offensive check to this thing. He knows Leaf Storm's not going to kill us. Wow, this thing is essentially useless at this point. Huh. Well, to be fair, Superior kind of just does... Okay, so he's got Knockoff. Do we need our leftovers on Darmanitan? I don't think so. What kind of item is he? Is that banded damage? No, that can't be banded. I really should have predicted knockoff, but that was just really good prep on Dan's part. Oh boy. I guess I mean Darmanitan we need from Magearna. I'd rather get a safe switch in. I'm just gonna U-turn. Yeah, he just clicks knockoff again. We had to sack Decidueye at that point. It did nothing versus his team. Wow, he's playing really well at the beginning of this game, and that's not good for us at all. Alright, so we gotta play some ballsy. Alright, we're going to Weavile. To be honest, we can click Swords Dance if we wanted to. I'm pretty sure what he's gonna do. We need to get rocks up. So I'm pretty sure he's not staying in here because Superior just can hurt our team really bad. But Totemize Como can really come in clutch late game. 100%. He's not staying in here. There's no way. He could be Scarf Superior himself. So I'm going to double into Stunfisk. As he either is not Scarfed or stayed in. Yup, he's not Scarfed. Okay, good. Because we went first. Goes into his Arcanine. So that means we can get rocks up. Okay. We got rocks up here. I'm just going to set up rocks because I pretty much want to. He could burn us, but whatever. I don't care if he Toxics or... I just don't. Also, another late game cleaner, if Magearna is gone, is our Florges. So we got quite a few ways to check his team. Florges can beat his team 1v1. Unless it's a Calm Mind Slowbro, that can be really bad for us. Let's see. Let's just relax and think about our plays before we just click like we just did. I mean, we got ourselves into the driver's seat because rocks are going to be huge getting up rocks this game. Like, getting up rocks this game is the difference between, like, we knock out at +1. At +1, we knock out Arcanine with the natural gift ground. We really do. Because, like, we go to +2 Swords Dance, then he switches an Arcanine, we're up +1, and natural gift ground pretty sure knocks it out. If I remember correctly. But I have no reason not to go for rocks here. I have 0. Stunfisk can't die in any one hit. We can scout his moveset a little bit. He's going to withdraw, probably going to his Drapion. Yep. No, that's his Superior. Now Superior is back in, which is really bad. Well, we have to be able to... Okay. Getting chip damage here might be really nice. With Infestation. Because otherwise we don't have the best way necessarily. Well, he's revealed Knockoff. Probably Leaf Storm guaranteed. What else would he have on this? I think the play is actually to go Darmanitan, and he's probably not going to stay in. We can U-turn. Like, yeah, we could use this for Magearna, but we outspeed any Magearna that's not Scarfed. He's all physical. He's all physical. Does Superior get Earthquake? I think it does. I really do. No, it doesn't. Okay. No reason not to click U-turn here. U-turn is going to do a good chunk to it, and if he switches out and goes into Arcanine, we go into Como, and Como just destroys his team aside from Magearna. There we go. Darmanitan is in now, so we're in really good shape. I didn't think this thing got Earthquake, but if he wants to click Knockoff, like, that would be terrible, because... Okay, now Superior is not nearly as threatening that now that we know he's physical. Probably physical with... yeah, okay. Superior is not nearly as threatening now. The fact that Stunfisk is alive and well at full HP, we needed to keep it. I just thought he was running coverage on with knockoff just for a Decidueye switch in. I didn't think he was pure physical. Now we know though. So he's probably SD. No, well with contrary he couldn't be SD. I guess he could be just normal like or overgrow SD. Maybe he's like some kind of sub, but we're going for U-turn here. He goes into Jawbreaker, which is his Drapion. Okay, this is actually bodes kind of well for us because now we can go into Komao. That does a good chunk considering that's got to be an uninvested Drapion. That's got to be an offensive Drapion. Well, we get a kill here. Well, not a kill, but I just want to pressure. I really want to click Flamethrower, to be honest, guys. I really do. I really want to click Clanging Scales too, but then that could... Well, then again, we just go straight Stunfisk, so we lose nothing from this. And if he stays in, he dies with Drapion, because I'm pretty sure it cannot live a modest Draco Plate, or Draco Plate, Clanging Scales. He goes for Taunt! Yes, that Drapion's got to be dead. That's got to be dead. This is a modest Draco Plate. That is gone. Good job. Good job. I figured he might have clicked Taunt because we are possibly setting up, but nope. That means he was a very speedy. Did he have max HP, or am I just... we have zero... We have like 4... We have very little attack investment in Darmanitan. I think the fact that he did not bring rocks on his team is really going to harm him. And now he didn't get... There's no Toxic Spikes too if he decided to bring that with Drapion. I think he probably did. He just didn't get a chance to set him up. I don't know why he didn't, considering... What is a Stunfisk going to do to a Drapion? But Komao is a big threat. He goes to Paul, which is a slow... Yeah, I figured, because Hayden actually named his Slowbro Paul. So, what I'm actually going to do here is I feel like... No, wait. His Kid Side Shock can just destroy us. I can't go Weavile here because it's not really good. We haven't revealed Taunt. Can we live an unboosted Psyshock? I think we can. Huh, because his Arcanine is going to be defensive. We don't want to outspeed Raichu anyway, but we can take a hit from Raichu. I don't want him to set up anything, because if he sets up, that is horrible for us. Because we might not be, if he's Culver Berry especially, I'm going to actually taunt for, well yeah, I can't taunt actually, because we got taunted before, that's only been 2 turns. Huh. I'm going to click Laying Scales actually, just to do a lot of damage to him, and we can scout a stat. That way he puts him in the range of Weavile. That does a really good chunk. That's in the range of Weavile now. He clicks Brick Break, predicting Weavile to come in. Okay, the reason I click Clanging Scales is because I didn't want him setting up, or because I wanted to get good damage off, but now he's got no switching. We could literally just click Flamethrower here, predicting the Magirna to come in. But are we that ballsy with Komao right now? Are we that ballsy? Well, he's gotta be Culver. I'm gonna click Flamethrower because I think it'll kill from that range anyway. Based on the... Yeah, let's click Flamethrower. Being pretty ballsy with our predictions. Because we don't lose much of anything, because I highly doubt he would stay in here. Yep, he goes into Magirna. Predictions! Yes, we got our prediction pants on. Wow. It's not really that ballsy because I'm pretty sure Flamethrower killed from that range because we're modest. How much is this going to do? Wow! Mini Crickets, that does a lot of damage. I think that's a roll to actually knock it out. So we're actually going to go straight into Stunfisk because I don't want him getting Volt Switch and getting any momentum. We can't let him get any momentum. If we let him get momentum, we're in a bad position. If he goes into Volt Switch and goes into Slowbro, he's going to be able to do a lot of stuff to us. He's either going to have to hard double, because now the thing is, if we can get... in on the... Well, Slowbro's definitely Colbur. Like, I can tell... Like, it looks like a Colbur because I didn't see leftovers. It's not Assault Vest because Clang Scales did way too much damage. But yeah, Como does really well right now. I can't tell if he's Scarfed or Trick Room. If he's Trick Room, I'm not entirely too afraid. Because Darmanitan can take any one hit, and we can kind of play around stuff. But we're going hard Stunfisk to prevent a possible Volt Switch here. He's not Assault Vest. That did too much damage to be Assault Vest. He must be Trick Room or something. Offensive Trick Room or something. As he doubles. Okay. Predicting Stunfisk as he goes into his Raichu. So this actually works really well for us. What is he going to do to us? Nothing. Like, nothing can actually do anything to us. So, the last thing standing in Como-O's way... Well, Superior's still there, actually, too. Excuse me. We're going to Infestation this Raichu. Because Infestation is actually our best play, because we get chip damage on any Pokemon that wants to come in on us right now. Okay, Slowbro's not a setup variant of any kind, so that's definitely important to note. Where Drapian's gone. I can get rid of that on the Word doc. He's gonna Surf, which we're max Bid F, so there's no way this does that much unless he specs. That tickled. That literally tickled. That tickled Stunfisk's fancy. Wow. And now he's trapped. That absolutely did nothing. Stunfisk, you are a god among men. That's got to be Scarfed or something. But I'm just going to click Earthquake, because we have no reason not to click Earthquake. Now it'll knock out the Raichu, or Infestation, well, one of the two. He's got to click... His only play is clicking Surf here. I believe that is his only play, yeah. Hopefully he doesn't get a crit, because that could potentially put us in the range of a Magearna, which does not get a crit. That literally did nothing. That's got to be Scarf damage. Stunfisk is crazy. Look at Stunfisk go. Raichu's gone now. Well, I don't think... I didn't see anything about Magearna. Magearna switched out after Como-O, so that means he's not Scarf Magearna either. So that means Darmanitan outspeeds, and so does Weavile. So does Florges, as long as he's not running a lot of speed, which we're not running any speed into our Florges. So he's all physical. I don't think Superior gets... Oops, I think you just saw my thing again. It doesn't get Dragon Claw, I think it's Dragon Tail. Which could be a coil set, which could be very problematic if he's a coil set. But he's in kind of a pickle. Like, ever since we made that play double into Stunfisk on the Arcanine, we've been in pretty good shape. So he's got knockoff Leaf Blade. We can't get knocked off here. He could have Dragon Tail. Isn't our best play just to go into Florges? Yeah, I'm pretty sure our best play is just to go into Florges. Maybe? I mean, because Stunfisk and Darmanitan are getting a little bit weakened to a degree. Oh, he's got Coil, Dragon Tail. I haven't seen his entire moveset yet. What if he's sub-Coil? That could be really bad for us. What does Como do this game? I mean, Como, like, his team's really weakened at this point. I think to protect from... I gotta protect from the sub, so going hard Como is right here is the correct play. Because if he goes for sub and he's sub-coil, that's kind of annoying for our team to a degree. So I think he sets up an SD. So therefore, if he can't kill us with anything. Unless he's got like, this thing doesn't get natural gift, does it? No. It does get natural gift, so we might be natural gift dragon. which then in this case, like, Weavile still checks this thing, so I think our best play is just go for Clanging Scales. Is he Natural Gift Dragon? I guess we'll find out right here. I just wanted to protect in case he was sub-coil for some reason. I guess I didn't see an item. Oh, he's Z-move! Crap! What does he have? Z-move Aerial Ace? Z-move Flying, probably? If that is the case, that's insane. I guess we're going to find out right now. Corkscrew Crap. Oh, he's got Steel. Stellinium Z Iron Tail. Is that going to kill Como? That probably should. Yeah, that kills Como. Okay. Como, you did work, though. You weakened a lot of his team. So, our best play right here in... Okay. Actually, we got to be careful what our best play is, quote-unquote. Let's see. We can't knock off. I really want to... Okay. Us doubling predicting Arcanine before probably tells him that we don't have anything for Arcanine. But we need... Okay, Weavile... Okay, if we just over-predict here, we could be in really bad shape. We already know Darmanitan outspeeds like everything on his team. So isn't Darmanitan the correct play here? I mean, Darmanitan's gonna outspeed his Magearna. But if he's Trick Room Magearna, he could just win at that point. If this thing's lowered. Where we go Weavile. Man, I'm so tempted to go Weavile and just click Swords Dance. Then again, he would play around that and could get double Intimidate. I don't think we have a choice but to go Weavile here. I mean, I literally have to do this. I'm not going to click Natural Gift. I'm just going to click Icicle Crash. But I really want to click Swords Dance. No, we got to click Icicle Crash here. Because if we don't click... If we need to kill the threat that's here. Because if we don't kill the threat that's here, if we over-predict, we could lose the game right now. So I'd rather... We can also get some chip damage and put it to range of knockoff later on in the game. Because this game is far from being over. Because if we can scare out this threat now, Florges will be a lot better equipped to take it on later if it's not set up +2. Because the fact that he used his Z move already... Yeah, the fact that he used his Z move, it can't really kill Florges that well. I want to say. I don't believe it can kill Florges that well. And I really, really want to click Swords Dance here, but we can't over-predict in this situation. Yeah. Okay, Superior is gone. Good job, Weavile. Oh, that Superior was such a spooky threat. Okay, Superior is gone. I really wanted to click that, but if I click Swords Dance there, I literally lost the game. There is nothing we could have done to win the game at that point, I don't think. I really think we'd have just lost, straight up. Now he's probably just going into Arcanine. If we go Slowbro, I'm going Florges. I'm going to try to set up. Because if we can get to +2 with Florges, I'm pretty sure we can kill Magearna at the range it's at. Because it took Flamethrower damage. It took Flamethrower damage. So, man, I was this close. I really wanted to set up. I'm glad I didn't, though. Because that would have just cost us the entire game. The entire game. Whew, okay. Still in this. Very much so in this. We do face Deebz twice, though, too, so that's things of note, by the way, guys. Decidueye did absolutely nothing this game. I wanted it as a revenge killer, but, like, it literally died, I think, turn 3. Like, he's got nothing to outspeed this unless he's Scarfed Arcanine, which... I wouldn't put it completely past him. I mean, he could check Weavile offensively and kind of defensively still. Yeah, he's going into, is that Arcanine? Yeah, that's Arcanine. So he's going to take rocks damage, at least. I think our best play, I think our best play is absolutely to go right into Florges. Because what does Florges really do in here in this case? I mean, we could go Darmanitan, but that checks Magearna. Stunfisk can do some damage to Arcanine. So going into Florges here is just the best overall play. Because Natural Gift Ground, yeah, it's going to do like, I think 35 to 43 if I remember correctly. Go Defensive Arcanine really quick on the Cal. I'm sure he's max. I can envision him being max. We are Jolly, we are Apricot, we are Natural Gift. Yeah, it does 30 to 36. It does less than I actually thought. But we're at +1. Where did I get that calc from before? Huh. Oh, after rocks, yeah. After rocks, we have a... Well, not even after rocks we have a decent chance to calc. Oh, that's why. Because it's saying I'm at 0. I actually have to click +2. Okay, yeah. Natural Gift Ground is 69 to 81. So yeah, I'm clearly not staying in here. But if we can get the +1, that'll be important. There are no rocks, so Weavile can come in freely whenever it wants. Florges is coming in. He's gonna double into Magearna, I'm guessing. Oh, he goes into Slowbro. This actually works out extremely well. Was he predicting Darmanitan? Because now we can just set up on this Slowbro. We're gonna set up a plus. We're gonna go for Calm Mind right now because we can beat defensive Arcanine 1v1. 100% we can beat defensive Arcanine. Maybe, and like he can't. Like, what is he gonna do for us? Like, he clicks Toxic. Like, I don't know what he's gonna do. Click Scald. That's not the right play. This is not the right play, my friend. This is not the right play. Like, we have Aromatherapy. I'm just setting up Calm Minds. I have no reason to not keep setting up Calm Minds. Because Brienne the Florges just wins us the game at this point. Because I'm pretty sure at +2. And, like, we kill any variant of Magearna. Because he's not Scarfed. I don't think he'd be running any speed investment in it. Because I think he's Trick Room. Oh, no. We have... I had Aromatherapy, so... Let's calc, actually. I know he's not... I know for a fact he is not... whatchamadiggit? Assault Vest. Like, there's no way he's Assault Vest. We are 44 special attack with a bold nature, I believe. Let's go to Florges really quick. 44 special attack at +2. Moonblast does that much, so we got to get to +3 actually. Like, I have Aromatherapy, dude. This is a losing fight for you. I literally have Aromatherapy. Like, we got to just keep setting up at this point because, yeah. Because +3 does 36 to 43. He's probably, what was he at? Like 45? Takes rocks at 38. So we gotta actually keep setting. We gotta set up again. We have to set up again. If he goes hard Magearna, like he's I don't think he can beat us anyway. I really don't. Like, I literally have to keep setting up here because it's not at all. I'm pretty sure at +4 though, it is guaranteed to knock it out at the range it's at. Psyshock's not gonna do much of anything. Nope, that doesn't do much. We have Synthesis and we have Aromatherapy. We're just a generic Florges set, to be honest, guys. Let's click Synthesis. Like, I'm sure he knows what set Florges we are. And now that Drapion was gone, like, that was his best area. We had the Kebia Berry anyway, as you guys saw in the team builder. And that does not enough. Okay. Even if unless he's a physical Magearna. Unless he's a physical Magearna, I don't think he can beat us. Unless he's physical with Iron Head. I'm just going to click Moonblast and knock something out at this point. It is a Slowbro, so that's cool. So, Weavile's going to have fun now. All we have to do is essentially... After Rocks, I think... Yeah, after Rocks, I believe... we'll be able to knock it out. Not... Well, he can't go Arcanine here. Like, he literally can't, or he just loses. And he couldn't switch out at any given point. Like, he should have just like, when I went to Florges, I think he should have just went hard into Magearna. Because that kind of just prevents any kind of setup with Florges. But that's just me. But yeah, that flamethrower damage is so clutch on that Magearna right now, guys. It's insane. Like, we gotta hope that he's not running a lot of speed into Magearna. We're at +4 though, so even if he's modest max special attack, there's literally no way he can kill us. There's no way he kills us unless he is like max speed or something. We're just clicking Moonblast though. Yeah, we outspeed, and that just completely knocks out Magearna. Yep. Good job, Florges. Putting in the work. Putting the team on your back. That's my beautiful girlfriend for me. I love her so much. She's at work right now, but damn. Yeah, at this point we just click Moonblast because no matter what, he can't kill us. I think Moonblast will be doing more. Like, Moonblast should be doing about the same as it does to Magearna. Probably even more. He's gonna Morning Sun, but I think it's all in vain at this point. Depending on how much damage this does, because we are Natural Gift Ground Weavile, so regardless, even if Florges goes down here, Weavile can come in and knock it out. That does over half. Good. Yeah, that's in range of... I'm gonna keep clicking Mornings or Moonblast here, because actually, yeah, we have to, otherwise, because we'll be doing more than he's recovering. Then he'll be into range of Weavile, I believe, because Weavile will be at neutral. Oh, he just doesn't sell anymore. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Florges is going to get the third kill of the match and win us the game 3-0 versus Deebz, a.k.a. Dan, head coach of the Calgary Flame Wheels, which, by the way, I love that name. It's really cool because, obviously, the Calgary Flames, hockey, NHL, I don't know, really. But, anyways, that is a 4-0 victory in our favor. Good game, Dan. Make sure you check him out in the description down below to his Twitter and YouTube as well. The ICBA Twitter and YouTube as well. But thanks for watching, everyone. I love you all so very much, and adios, Substriker Army. Bye-bye.